Hello, so my name is Andre Black, and this is my tablet project. So as I was analyzing the data that was provided in the Excel sheet, I noticed I was dealing with some pretty expensive items. The product was really expensive. Ranging from all types of variety of prices. So I just wanted to do some research, some individual research, kind of look at what type of product I was dealing with, and I noticed a thing with bikes. I don't know if they're BMX bikes, racing bikes, or mountain bikes, but I know that there's some sort of expensive bikes, which kind of surprised me because I did not know bikes, kind of were ranging in that type of price. But I thought it was pretty cool. I noticed that it also show the items in the different regions, the western, southern, eastern, and as well as the central region. Also noticed, of course, price by year, of course, by the item name. But I was as I was just kind of analyzing the data, how the different categories are separated, and just kind of just formulated how exactly I wanted to display my visuals. And so we'll get right to the project. Here's my first visual. This is sales by product / region. And from the first thing I noticed as I was scrolling through this, the graph as I made it, I noticed that in 2017, for some reason, that was a very popular year for most bikes. As you can see, the Cannondale Bad Habit bike, 2017 was a very popular year for it. The Cervelo P5X, it was very popular years. I also noticed that, then you kind of have, where your bikes are separating itself, I guess come the outliers. The Specialized, Webex Comp Ultegra Di2, that was a very popular in 2017, but this was the most popular bike in general, profiting at $11,319,000, $219,000, $277.42 in profit, and then the sales was $29,379,000, $379,740.18. This one just really overwhelmed all the other bikes. And then you kind of have the bikes that weren't so popular for some reason. Specialized X-Works Shiv Disc wasn't very popular, in the Yeti SB5C Betty, along as the Giant Contend 3 that wasn't very popular, and the Diamondback DN3. Those are popular bikes, but this graph is cool because again, I have the prices on the left. I was able to see the different prices between the bikes, the item name, of course, along with the year at the top and the region at the bottom. And I gave towards the right, I gave selected different years, different items if I wanted to get even more specific. But just kind of start off, it was cool to analyze my graph in this type of way. And the second visual I provided was the sales in the South. Me being from Florida, I thought it was kind of cool that I could create a visual that kind of just is for my region specifically, for Florida, and South Carolina, of course, and other states as well. But again, this is very similar to my last graph, but my last visual, but it's more in depth to a specific region, the South, the Southern region. And again, in 2017, I just noticed that for some reason, that was a very popular year for bikes. I'm not sure if it was because of maybe there was a popular event that year, which if there was some type of event that would definitely increase the sales in 2017. But the Live MV Live Advanced Pro, that one was a very popular one, along as the Cannondale Bad Habit. But of course you still have the two at the end, Specialized X-Works Shiv Disc and the Yeti SB5C Betty, and those two were still very low, but still very interesting to see, 2017 and 2017 that these items were were at its highest peak compared to the other atoms. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And again, I get separated by a year. I want to see how 2017 compared to 2018, let's say. You can see 2017 it just overwhelms 2018 as well as 2016, and as well as 2015, 2014 as well. It is cool kind of switching up the dates, the years. I can switch up the items as well. And that was my sales in the South. And then now I have a more overview of the data that was displayed in the Excel sheet rather. Now I like this map a lot because it's very cool to get just a big overview to see, kind of compare the states, regions. And I did this by kind of separating it by colors. So the tan color being the items that profited the least in sales, and then as you go into that lighter blue to darker blue, the darker blue symbolizes the items that did best in sales. And as you can see more in the western region, for some reason the bikes, they're not very popular compared to the central, western, central, eastern, southern. And now California, they're very popular. You have even a couple. You have this one dark blue over here. It's 27 million. But still, if I took off the west, east, if I took off everything, you would see, okay, the west. Now, that's not bad, but as I punch in the southern, it's just way more dots, and not even just dots, but dots in general, but way more. You get way more blue dots. Coming from Jacksonville, Columbus, Memphis, the big cities, and in the southern states, and even in the east. A lot of dots, and you actually get Philadelphia coming in at around 34 million, which is very big. And I know, I know as I got deeper, there was a New York one, which was very high. Let's see if I can find it. Here's a New York one right here at 51 million. Almost at 52 million actually. So it's cool to kind of get a big overview of this graph. Now, since I'm from Florida, it's cool to kind of compare and contrast the different cities. Seeing Jacksonville, Tallahassee. Now Jacksonville's at 4 million, Tallahassee's at 1 million. I would believe that Tampa, Miami, and that they're pretty close to those as well, because those are big cities. Tampa being at almost 2 million. Orlando, Orlando was low. I remember analyzing that, which kind of surprised me because that's a pretty big market. But I guess only for Disney World and theme parks. But I know Miami, that was a pretty big one. I remember seeing that one, if I could find it. Miami, here we go, at 3 million. So Jacksonville still has a beat, but Miami was still a pretty big one. It was, and I could do that, by different, by other states as well. But since, again, I'm from Florida, I just thought it was kind of cool that I was able to recognize the cities that I already knew and kind of compare and contrast them. So for my fourth one, I did a negative profit bar chart, by another overview, a map overview, and the red, being the state that had the least amount of profits. So I believe this is Connecticut, and then Montana, the green, being the states that have the highest. So Montana and South Carolina, those are the highest, which I thought which was pretty cool. Kind of see, what states, kind of just compare, contrast, what states are, have the highest, what states have the lowest. Then I also did a profit map, and this one was pretty cool because it's just more of a straightforward graph, where, I always use fuzzy reference because we all know, there's different states and cities and different cities in Florida. So it's just cool. You go straight down to the state that you want to look at and, click on it and, highlight, all the different, sales and profits. And then, you look over and it'll tell you exactly, what city in Florida that, contributed to that profit and sales, which I thought was pretty cool actually. More of a straightforward graph. Lakeland, here's Jacksonville. So, and they do it in alphabetical order as well. So, it's pretty easy to find everything. So Miami, 3 million. So I thought that was pretty cool. And the last one I did was a dashboard. Now this one was just a combination of two of my visuals that I talked about already, but they compare the things I talked about before, by region, by state. Kind of hard to see because it's kind of bunched up together, but it was cool to kind of combine them, and it's kind of compare and contrast. I can see where the yellows are coming from. From where the blues are coming from, where the darker blues are coming from. I can see on the bar graph and kind of look up onto the map and kind of see what state had what. So I thought that was pretty cool. But overall, this was a very cool project. Tableau is actually my favorite programming project that we did this whole semester. Not saying that I didn't like the other ones, but this one really surprised me. How you get to take a chart into Excel and you're able to create multiple visuals, bar graphs, pie charts, all these graphs, all these visuals, maps by region, state, country, and how you're able to just kind of display the different items, categories, even by color, to see the positive and negative profits and sales from each item. And I thought it was really cool. You can do so many different things, and this is only probably about like 1/4 of the stuff that you can do in Tableau. So it was very amazing. Really enjoyed it, and this is my project. I thank you for your time.